Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 3 long weeks here at SRA.
Welcome back to the best racing in North America, home of the SRA GT3 Team Series. 60 minutes of action-packed door-to-door racing, 6 divisions, 6 different championships on the line. Let's get ready for some action tonight.
An incident. Turn. We have Boardman at a yellow. Looks like he's dropping down positions there. The chicane has a bunch of cars are coming through.
Byron's going to take a dive in the Lexus.
Johnson looking to go down the inside of Maxwell.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Division 5 race here, week 2 at Spa at the SRA GT3 Team Series event. Walking into the second race, as I said before. Got silver drivers right now qualifying on track, but not alone today. Got my good friend here. Introduce him here. I've been working on this introduction all day. Hope he enjoys it. This man is one of the new SRA characters. We'll call him a character. One would say he's the king of Monaco.
Some do say that.
Some do say that. One says he lives rent-free in my head. How about that? And he loves a Stromboli. It's Mike Gino.
Hey, thank you.
Mike? Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks. It's first time, long time listener, first time commentator.
Yes, I've
It's
come out of retirement.
just for me.
Just
I
for
hear
you. Yes.
That's what I heard.
I was called up. I was asked, like, hey, D1 seats open if you want it. I said, no. You know what?
No, you don't want that.
No, I don't want it.
No.
We're going on our own route. So here we
Why
are.
would you want D1 when you can have D5?
Exactly.
It's more exciting. They're not like, it's good racing, lots of passes.
Yes,
it's more exciting.
exactly. So yeah, so we're gonna watch some D5 action here. We unfortunately didn't get one last week. No streamers available, so here we are fulfilling the empty shoes. So no bar to be set, but we are going to set the bar very high today.
That's what I like. No bar set's the best because
Exactly.
expectations are low.
Exactly. Just a little update for everybody. You're probably noticing my mic is probably a little sketchy, so you're gonna have to bear with me and bear with the video. If you don't like it, just press that little mute button so you don't have to listen to me talk.
Yeah, you can just watch the action instead.
Exactly. So you're SOL on this one. Hopefully I can figure it out for the next one, but yeah, we're gonna jump over here, look at the track map for what they call Spa. I call it hell. I would consider myself. I'd consider myself the anti-Spa. I don't know about you.
You are a tier 1 Spa hater.
I don't think I know anybody more hateful of this track than I am.
I think I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I think for GT cars, usually people aren't super fans of it, but I mean, it doesn't matter what you're racing. You're not a Spa fan.
No, I'm not. F1 cars, GT3 cars, shoot. If they're Brazilian trucks, dude, I don't even care.
Oh, no, that's different. You
Keep me away from them.
You can put those things around any track. It's great.
Yeah. So, little foreshadowing as well. This is not the new updated version of Spa with all the gravel runoffs. We do have a lot of tarmac runoffs. So, gonna be a lot of room for error for once here at Spa. Don't get that very often through the season, but
yeah, I think it's gonna be a survival race.
I agree.
As much of a endurance race as you can be in an hour span.
Yeah.
Especially we saw in like just our practice servers, people were binning it up Eau Rouge like consistently.
Yeah.
So people are really gonna have to be cautious going up during the race as well, or they're gonna have a long race.
Mike, I am aware that you have done some practice here. Correct me if I'm
Uh,
wrong.
very lightly.
Very lightly. Where would you say is the most difficult part of this track?
It's definitely, well, I'd say most definitely Eau Rouge, just for, yeah, you're on edge, so on edge. Um, I don't think you're gonna lose a ton of time if you do it poorly. If
Mhm.
you do it poorly without crashing, I should say. So it's not difficult in that sense. It's just difficult to lap after lap not get yourself in trouble.
Yeah,
Um,
especially in Eau Rouge and Redion. Or if I don't, is he in this division? Justin McKechnie?
he's not.
D6,
He's
I think.
T6 now.
He
Yep.
trademarked it and called it Erogi.
Erogi?
This was on accident. That's what he thought it was. Erogi and what was the other one? Uh, Ritalin. I think it was Ritalin is what he called it. Yeah.
It's close
Yeah.
enough. Close
So
enough.
if you hear me say Erogi or Ritalin, just know that that's not what it's actually called. It's an inside joke that I am now telling to the outside world. So
You would have worked for me.
exactly.
I mean, I like it better that way anyway.
Yeah. So we're switching over to the live action at the moment. We got Silver's on track. Mike, if you want to go ahead and hit that drive button again, so you get out of the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
And then
still working
yep.
things here. It's my first day on the job.
And then in your broadcasting control on race control, go ahead and hit blank.
Yeah. So I don't have that yet.
Not
So
working?
I'm slowly working on things
All right.
here. Right now I've got John Donahue.
Yeah.
Not a bad driver to be on.
No, is a great guy.
So for now, my screen's gonna be on him for a little bit until
All
I
right.
figure out
Press
the
F2 for me.
F2. We're just doing live
Yeah, live updates here.
live
This is-
updates here.
Oh. Yes, so that will toggle through your stuff. Keep going until there's nothing.
Oh, that was
Oh,
blank.
we
I missed
passed
it.
There you go.
Alrighty.
Perfect.
All right.
And then just turn on your rear view camera and you're good.
Oh god, how do you do that now?
It goes into your view settings, I believe.
Don't worry, everyone. We're figuring it out here.
HUD?
HUD probably.
Yes. Rear view camera.
I hope everyone's enjoying
Rear
this.
view mirror. Virtual mirror. Virtual mirror. You're right below it.
Mirror,
Yep.
disable.
Got it.
And go back. Drive. Hey, John Donahue, everyone.
Yes. And
For
just jumping back to the action real quick while we figure this out. Scott Smith did jump up here to provisional P1 with a 2:18.9. He's touching my time almost. I don't.
Yes, Scott put in a blazer of time in the hot lap server. I think he was the top time for D5, so I'm expecting, as long as he can keep it on track, I'm expecting a good race from Scott.
Yeah, Scott Smith is the current leader of the Division 5 classification going into Spa. The original race winner last week already got moved up because he won by so much. But yeah, Scott Smith is the one to watch. I would be saying going into this race, only solely be based off the fact that he's leading in the points, but we can touch base on those standings when we get to the grid. We wait for everybody to get their car set up and everything. We shall do our track walk, and we shall do our team and driver standings. But we watch the silver drivers here. They got about a minute and 15 seconds left of their quali time. So those who have just started a lap are on their final lap. Probably got a couple more people that will just barely make it to make another lap. So this new update, like 1.9.2.
Yes.
A lot of people have noticed, I believe you and I included, that tire warm-up takes a lot more than just one lap now.
It takes forever. Luckily at Spa, it's kind of, pretty windy and a long out lap at least. So your lap one won't be as slow as we see in some other tracks, like we saw last week. But like, it's pretty do or die for qualifying at least. You get one, maybe two laps with your tires warmed up.
Yeah.
And so you need to make sure those last two like really count.
And the bigger issue is, say you bottle it on your out lap and you crash a car, you got to go around and do it again. This is almost a 2.5 minute lap. So that's a big chunk of your qualifying that you're missing out on, having to warm up the tires again. So we probably seeing a lot of people just gonna be trucking along here and slowly working them in to hopefully get that banger lap there with the last lap or the second to last lap, or maybe give it 2 goes there at the end. So it's all about time management this week, I feel, at Spa, with just how long this track is and how devastating some of these corners could be, as we do watch Hilland here, Devin Hilland, go into Eau Rouge and Radion, which I think we'll see the most death this week, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of invalidations, as there's a car park here, the gold drivers coming out. And a lot of just quick, fast, a lot of load-celled corners here. Could see a lot of people lose rear ends. So if it's anything like we've had, I think it was season 4 the last time SRA hit Spa, was absolute carnage up and down the grid in all divisions. So
I believe it.
just hoping that that's not the same case. Some people might be hoping the other situation, but we shall find out here in exactly 9 minutes as the gold drivers come out.
The cars starting near the rear are definitely going to hope for as much lap 1 chaos as possible, especially early in the lap. It's going to be very, very tight going up Eau Rouge and Radion, and I think they're just hoping to squeeze by any damage that was done. Hopefully not get collected up on sliding cars or anything like that. But I think that's what the back's probably hoping for. That's what I'll be hoping for tomorrow.
I'm with you.
And the front is just gonna pray that they make it through, hopefully being single file as they're going up the hill, because it can get ugly quick.
Very ugly, and we will not be seeing many flat out Eau Rouge and Radion right away, I'd say, off the start of the race there, as, I mean, like you have just stated, that we could see some too wide through there, and you're going to have cold tires, cold brakes, so not ideal racing situations right off the bat, as it is for most weeks here. I feel like Spa is the more treacherous of tracks, just due to that fact of the fast corners and the similar pace of everybody, and just trying to get that extra inch of what word am I looking for here? Advantage. We're looking for any advantage possible here at the beginning. So there has been talk in the team series chats or general chats and team chats and stuff like that of people not thinking about not qualifying and just starting the race from the back and hopefully just let the grid do its thing and hopefully carnage. But not sure if we'll see any of that happen today. Division 5. What do you think?
No, I think they'll put their best foot forward for qualifying. I think if you're in like the late 20s or so, maybe mid to late 20s, it wouldn't hurt too bad starting in the back. You can make up, if you have the pace for the race, starting in the back. You can make up those positions one by one, just to kind of avoid that initial chaos. But I think most people are going to try to set their best laps, not really hold anything back. I mean, especially silver drivers who are probably in that, the 20ish range. They won't even know what position they're in until the golds are done running. So
yeah,
I think everyone's going to be trying to set their best times they can.
I agree, and just kind of looking down the standings here from the silver drivers, Matt Mattisey, no time put in for qualifying. Don't know if he didn't go out or he just couldn't set a lap, but as it stands,
Mattisey's making me sound bad.
Yeah, Mattisey might be pulling the trigger on that one.
Ooh, I like it. I like the different strategies, so I hope it works out for him.
Yeah, so we'll be looking out for him, seeing where he ends up. Yeah, so Matt Mattisey is pulling the ultimate strategy.
He didn't have a penalty, did he?
I don't think so.
That can also be a pit lane start or a quali ban. I'm not sure.
There was a couple in.
I didn't get a chance to check what the penalties were, but that could be it as well.
Division 5, Matt Mattisey quali ban at round 2. There's the answer.
I'm never wrong. I'm
never
wrong.
Mike Gino knows best.
I know my penalties. I got a Stewart tag next to my name.
Yes.
Now I got a commentator tag.
One might say he knows most about SRA.
That's what they say. I'm an encyclopedia of
That's what
SRA.
they say.
I've been here for a whole season, and I'm taking over.
Started from the bottom, now you're here.
I'm getting those season 1 replays, and I'm just watching them,
Feast
building
your
that
eyes.
knowledge, building the knowledge.
As some of the goal drivers are putting in times. Nick Cameron, currently the top goal driver with a 220.3, sitting in P10. And to improve on that, Scott Smith still does hold provisional P1 with a
Former
monster
teammates.
gap. Monster gap, dude, of a second.
Monster.
Of 1 second to P2.
Nice. Nick Cameron and Scott Smith, former teammates last season in
Yes,
D3.
that is.
Both moved down to D5, and hopefully they have a good season up in D5. I mean,
Yeah.
Scott Smith definitely started the season strong, so I'm sure he's enjoying it, being up front.
And just jumped over here to Martin Riggs. Put in a lot of time at this track. Although he's been saying how much he hates it. I haven't met one person yet that says they like this track. I don't know about you. Sorry, Martin.
I think I've heard one person say they like it, and I can't remember who it was. It was someone in Ghost Rider, but they're wrong. I think it's a great race to spectate because it's going to be a lot of action. But to racing it, man, you're just sweating until the end, hoping you make it through.
Yeah.
Which could be fun for some people, I guess, if that's your thing. I personally don't like sweating when I race. I like a nice, cool drive.
I'm pretty big on the sweat.
Oh, you like sweat?
I'm a big
You're a sweaty guy?
Yeah.
Well, you're D2, so
You have to be.
understand.
You know, you have to be. To
I mean,
survive.
that's true. The sweat slowly creeping down the divisions as we
Yes.
add more and more quick drivers. It's taken over D3. Next season it'll be D4. I think it's slowly spreading. We're getting some really quick people joining SRA.
One might say D3 is the Badman's retirement home.
Some people do say that. I have heard.
If
It's not wrong either.
If you viewers don't know what we are mentioning, go watch the latest SRA YouTube video. Well, that's going to be incorrect because this might be one of the latest YouTube videos. It'll be Driver of the Week for Week 1, hosted by yours truly, Mike Gino. Gino knows best. Truly.
Gino does know best. It's I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of positive feedback, which it's been great to see. A lot of comments about SRA ASMR now too, which is a lot of like soothing voice comments, which is like that's great, but it's also a little bit concerning with this community because I feel like that's a slippery slope where you start
right
asking
next to Tyler's feet.
Tyler feet pics. That's a dangerous game we're playing. So
yeah.
I'm not supporting those claims, but I'll take it for now until it gets to a bit too much. But it's been fun going through all the footage. I got to see some D5 footage last week. I mean, yeah, last week was great all around the board. I thought it was clean pretty much up and down for the first race of the season, which is normally pretty, more chaotic than usual as people are excited to get going and maybe a bit too eager to get going.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a really good first week, and I'm hoping Spa, although it can definitely get crazy, I'm hoping it's just as exciting. Well, I'm sure it'll be exciting, but I'm hoping it's just as clean as well.
Yeah. All the way up and down Division 1 through 8. Minus Division 4 was actually surprisingly very clean.
Division 4 didn't get the memo.
No, they didn't. They decided to check into their own hotel.
Yeah, I mean, do what you got to do, I guess. But
yeah, hopefully we can keep the same trend, like you said, through week 2, and hopefully all the way to week 8 would be ideal for viewers like yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate not to. I just enter the tickets usually. If you submit a ticket, you might see my name pop up that I put it in our little spreadsheet we got. Haven't been a deciding factor on these tickets, so I just enter them. If you appeal or complain about the decision, just know it wasn't me.
There you go.
You can put that on Duran or someone else.
I'm down. Well, Duran sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Duran sounds
put all
good to me. Yeah.
Put all the blame on the admins.
Just touching back here to what is actually happening. Forget about the banter. Jody Fade improved on his lap by about a second moved him up to P6, then invalidated his next lap as he gives it
Mm.
another go. We do have 10 seconds left, so anybody crossing the line now, I'm trying to figure out who the cutoff's going to be. I think it's going to be Wicks, who just goes P2 by still 7/10 off Scott Smith. But
Oof.
yeah,
Scott's on another league right now.
yeah, he is. He's kind of going ham. But just looking up and down, Zodi Fade, like I said, down to P7 now. Martin Riggs shoots in P5 with a 2:19.6. Decent time,
Nice.
1.3 off the leader. Who else we got? We got Felker crossing the line. Does he improve? He does improve. He moves up to P3 with, I believe that was his 7/10 gain. Yep.
Lots of times coming in.
Yep, lots of times coming in here. Let's see, closest, Mr. Rusco Bat, about to cross the line here, up 8/10. Where does he improve to? P15. Very good lap from you, my friend. Anybody else? Yes, we got a couple more. Nick Cameron coming in, currently 7/10 up, slowly dropping as he hits the back straight, heading into bus stop. He's going to be our next to cross the line. We got him, and we got Zodi Fade right behind him, currently a 10th up on his time. And then the Gil is currently on left, but is invalid at the moment. Unfortunately, 4/10 up himself. Nick Cameron coming into bus stop, up 8/10. Just got to hit the exit. Oh, little slide. Lost about 4/10 there, unfortunately. Gonna get moved up though to P12. Definitely had more in the tank. Unfortunately had a bad exit. We're gonna jump to Clark Gould here as he approaches the back straight as well, and is 1.1 seconds up on his current time.
Nice.
So,
Huge gains.
Huge gains. So at this rate, he will move up a few positions. Not a lot, but a few. A few is better than none. So
Definitely.
just looking at the rest of the grid here, DJ Watts and Matt Mattisey currently no times put in.
Interesting.
Yes.
DJ Watt sounds like he's going for that driver of the week 2 weeks in a row. He's going to
Sounds
gain a ton of positions because I know he's a quick driver in D5. He can definitely
For sure.
work all the way up the field here.
Clark Gould improves by 1.6 seconds, moves himself all the way up to P18.
18.
What a
Nice.
qualifying session. Some great laps there put in by D5. Scott Smith takes pole with a 2:18.3. Wicks comes in at P2, 7/10 back, and Felker rounds out the podium spot there. Scott Smith in a league of his own at the moment.
Yeah, Scott is
It's his race to lose, I feel, at
Or-
this moment.
definitely, as long as he can keep it clean and consistent, I'm not sure what can stop him with that kind of pace. You never know. We've seen races in the past where there's a large gap in qualifying and the race pace just isn't there. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a setup issue or overheating tires or something of that nature.
Yeah.
But that's a huge gap for qualifying, and especially in how tight the divisions usually are.
For sure. And we usually see reclassifications through divisions. We see driver moves. We see the reclassifications of gold and silver, usually after week 2, maybe week 3, depending on the severity. But Scott Smith, I see how long he stays here in D5. But just doing a little track walk here. I did forget to share my screen to you, I'm pretty sure, Mike, but I'll share that with you in a second.
Thank you.
So you could kind of see what's going on.
Yeah, well, I'm just here for the banter so far.
Yes. So just a little track walk. Lots of good liveries this season. Obviously going with the space theme.
Yep.
So
A good amount of space liveries.
Yep.
Not everyone in space though. There's a good variety, I think.
Oh, I definitely don't want to start an activity. That'll be bad.
Love activities. Oh, I got a screen
There
share.
you
I
go,
can
my
see
friend.
now.
Yes.
I'm still debugging my issue.
Yep.
I do work with computers, so I should be able to figure this out, you would think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a process right now. But I'll keep you updated.
Perfect. Well, we're gonna jump to the standings really quick and just take a peek at what am I trying to do here? This screen. Get this screen for you. Pop this open. I'm not sure you're going to be able to read that, but we move to the team standings. As we hit week 2 here, we got the team of Martin Riggs and Scott Smith, our poll leader for today, sitting number 1, representing the Ghost Rider Racing.
Of course.
You know, represent. That's
how they do it.
That's how we do it. You know.
Hopefully Scott stays in D5 so they can keep that.
Martin's
Martin's
be in
gonna have
trouble.
a tough. Yeah, he's got a tough time running that ship by himself if Scott moves up.
Yeah. Close behind with 34-point deficit, we got Madhouse Racing with Pat Cockcroft and Darren Wicks. Darren Wicks sitting currently in P2 for Spa this week. Hopefully he can bring in some good points and hopefully feast on Scott's dismissal of D5.
Yeah,
they
just might.
Yep. And then we got another Madhouse Racing team sitting in P3 with Justin Rutledge and Julio Ortiz. Currently don't see
them on the grid.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I do see Julio. And then who's his teammate, did I say? Rutledge. Yes.
P20. P20.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So those are the top 3 at the moment. The drivers have started their outlap. It is a very long outlap, so while we kill a little more time, we're going to move over to the drivers' standings. As we have said before, Scott Smith with a commanding, I wouldn't say commanding, it's been one race, with a flying start, shall we say that, flying start. Only 8 points ahead, but William Brown currently sitting in P8 at Spa this week. Sitting P2 in the standings in his Ferrari. Then we got Darren Wicks, P3. Waleed Sadat, that's a friendly face there, P4. And Julio Ortiz sitting P5. So a lot to play for still. We're only 1 week in. Points are close. Top 40 gets points. I'll tell you what. There's only 34 drivers. So everybody gets points today. All you gotta do is finish the race. If you leave the race early, you don't get points. So I'd stick around even if you're 4 laps down, finish the race. Or if you just hang out in the pits, that works too. You don't want to miss out on those points.
Good to know. I didn't know that.
Yes, that is a true fact. So it is a... you'll probably get shamed by people.
Yep, I can see that.
Doug usually shamed people for that when he left 3 of the 8 races last season. But we won't talk about that. But yeah, top 40 gets points, and we have 34 drivers. So maximize the points, and hopefully you'll end up in a good spot going into week 8. So
yep, it's definitely a long season. Plus, you get 1 drop race as well. So if your race doesn't meet your standards, you can always bank on it hopefully getting dropped if you stay consistent the remainder of the season.
I also just got a DM from, where is he? John Donahue.
John Donahue
just DMs me. He's driving currently, but he just DM'd me saying, last to what position for John Donahue today? John Donahue, you're not last, so it doesn't count.
He's 31st.
You're 31st, brother. Good
He's
try.
miles ahead of last place.
Exactly. We
and
can't
we're gonna see where he goes, because that's all I can see right now is John Donahue.
You're gonna be
so
closely.
we really will see how far he gets from 31st.
Let me change screens.
Oh, I just figured out the camera controls though.
Oh yeah?
Hotkeys, baby.
He's moving. He's learning.
Where?
If you if you go to drive, press drive again for me.
I can't do that.
You can press escape.
Hey, baby.
All right. Well, I'll throw the pit back up for you as you got that going. I do have my string going, but drivers are side by side. We do not start at the start line here after a bus stop. We do go around the first corner and get well down that straight. So most people should be on the straight going to Eau Rouge and Redion. But yeah, full pit lane here. We got the F1 pit lane and we got the old pit lane as well. So it's going to be a long pit stop this week.
Yep, definitely a long one. So they're getting in position here.
Yep. So in a little while, we gotta go around this corner. Should see a lot of people get around the corner. I do have my heli cam towards the front. We'll move it back a little bit so we can kind of see just about everybody, but we do approach the start line here. Everybody is around the last corner. Wait on it, wait on it. We're going to approach these lines. And as the great Paulie Hartman would say, we are off and away for SRA. Division 5 at Spa. Here we go into Rouge and ready on. Scott Smith gets away cleanly. Side by side, very clean so far. Towards the front, shoot to the back really quick. Still very clean. Surprisingly clean.
Yep, little touches in the back, but nothing crazy. No major spins.
Nope,
There's
not yet.
way more clean than I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
At least up Radion.
Very clean. We come into the next section of the track. Still pretty clean so far. Not sure who you're watching.
I'm on Donahue. You would guess correct. Got Watts on the inside of Donahue making a move. Ooh, not holding it though.
Martin Riggs
It's
making some moves here. Up to P4 already.
basically too wide back here. Just lines of two.
Yeah.
Tight racing for sure.
Gonna see a lot of close racing here for the first few laps. But not for Scott Smith. Scott Smith has said, I don't want any part of this. He's already 1.2 seconds ahead.
Oh my
Of
goodness.
Harriet, yeah, of Harriet, who has made up some positions as well.
Pulling away.
Yeah.
They're slowly starting to single file out here. Midfield and backfield.
A lot of close gaps still. I still see a lot of orange numbers here. So,
Oh, there's a
the
car.
yellow flag. There is a
Car
yellow
just
flag.
glitched through the ground.
Oh,
He
he's
was
left. He has left.
okay. He was
think
completely vertical on my screen.
I think he disconnected. I think that was a disconnect.
That's unfortunate. Not sure who that was, but they were mid corner and just went crazy there.
Just missed Hilland here. Get an overtake. I think Martin Riggs had a bad exit onto the back straight, and Hilland just kind of ate him up in the Lambo. Oh, and Hilland, goes into the back of Wicks, but Wicks saves it, and that allows everybody behind him to catch up. Looks like Hilland just kind of cooked it a little bit. You could see my screen, right? You can see this?
Yes, I can.
Cool. Perfect. As Hilland goes, not
Little
good.
contact.
Just
little
Hilland,
contact
Hilland
there.
and Riggs. Hilland and Riggs, we're good. Just
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
tough exit.
Car got loose there and just couldn't dodge it.
Well, can confirm Vincent was the one that disconnected. He is back. Good on him. Oh, we got a yellow flag. We got yellow flags.
The car in the grass there, it looks like.
We have a couple yellow flags.
Uh-oh.
We have a big one. It's a big one. Hold your
Couple
brakes.
spinning.
Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes.
We're watching the back of the field. Looks like everyone's off track. One person's on the edge of the track on the inside there, sticking out. Might be Riggs, I'm not sure.
It
But
is Riggs.
looks like everyone got through clean.
We're going to watch this replay really quick. What happened here with Martin Riggs? Oh, we had a car off. Who was it? Oh, and it just...
Oh,
that was teammates. There was two teammates in there.
Oh, and it gets
Riggs
hit in the tail there.
railed.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. That is very tough for Martin Riggs. Sitting in... He was at P5.
Yep.
That's tough.
Put in a lot of practice this week, too. He'd hate to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, almost got another little clutch in there, too.
But
A little bonus at the end.
Martin Riggs looks like he's just struggling right now to, I think, limp it back to the pits. Fortunately for him, what a good segue this is. Thank you, Martin. You're going to hate me for that. But pit window, I bet you're wondering, is 55 minutes. So 2.5 minutes in and then 2.5 minutes out on each side of the race. That is when the pit window is closed. Anywhere in between there, these drivers can pit. So Martin is going to be trumbling his way to the pits to only get his damage fixed. If I had to guess, this is going to be about a 2.5 to 3 minute damage repair, just based off the replay we saw. But it's not over. It could happen to anybody else. So stick it out, hang it in there, get those points, and get out. So it is unlucky, but fortunately, the pit window will save you a bit. we do have a couple people in the pits. Not sure if they return to pits. I would assume so, but we move on.
We move on. Hopefully that's the last of it.
Hopefully. But gaps have already formed. Massive gaps. Scott Smith and Katie Harriet, sorry, couldn't talk there, have pulled 3 seconds to Hilland in P3. Scott Smith not walking away like we expected.
He definitely got off to a quick start.
Yeah.
But I think
Wherever Harriet came from, she's caught Scott Smith and is just keeping him honest, keeping him in check.
I think, is this Katie Harriet's first race? At least in D5, I think it is, because I don't see her on the standings.
It could be. She also could have just missed the first week.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Off to a great start though in D5.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
And she's in a great car, the new Lambo.
That's apparently the meta pick, so I've heard.
And I think it's proved to be as well. I mean, you look at Michael Menning up in D1, he's making that thing look like it's illegal. Drive it like you stole it.
Unfortunately, the us BOP tourists, as we've been labeled, all picked the Ferrari, which is roughly half the field of SRA. Got punished a little bit in the recent update, but still not a bad choice at all. It's still, a good solid car, very controllable. A little tricky here at Spa with Erosion. Yeah, Erosion Radion gives some troubles, so we see a lot of people in the field running that Ferrari, and hopefully they can tame the beast up Radion there. But I know a lot of people, regardless of what car they're in, are going to have to really focus up those turns.
Well, and I can tell you here, for Division 5, it is not Ferrari heavy.
Oh.
Just kind of looking at the manufacturers, so I think most of Division 5 is Porsche.
Porsche.
We got a lot of Porsche.
There are a lot of Porsches.
A couple of Lambos.
We got 11 Porsches in the field. That's got to be the most Porsches, maybe until probably the higher divisions, I would think.
I would still think this is probably the most. I mean,
that's unusual too.
Ferrari or Lambos, for what I see.
Last season, we saw most of the Porsches were saved for the upper divisions. A lot of very difficult to control the previous Porsche, but this new one that came out in the DLC, a lot of people are liking it.
Yeah, this 992.
Liking the way it feels.
992
sounds great.
It's different, apparently.
I haven't tried it, so I can't speak to it.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I have tried it, but Porsche things.
I know you like to avoid, or you have flashbacks of last season's Porsche season.
PTSD.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to put it. Donahue here was looking up the inside.
Where's he sitting? Give me a John Donahue update.
It's in 24th, it looks like.
Oh, I have him in P16.
His number is not updating for me correctly then, but he's definitely working his way up. He dodged all that chaos earlier on, so I think he gained most of his positions there. I haven't seen any passes otherwise.
Yeah, the P31 to P16 currently. He might be hitting the tip of the driver of the week for you.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to name anyone too early here. I got to deep dive into the data.
Sorry. We are only 9 minutes in.
yeah. We got a bit to go too.
Yeah. Anything could happen, especially with this John Donahue guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Based on trends of last week, it's usually the drivers that either something happened lap 1 that really set them back and they recovered very well, or drivers that just for whatever reason qualified poorly and stormed up through the field.
Yeah.
So John Donahue could be a candidate depending on where he gets up to.
We also don't want to boost his ego too much.
No.
Then we're in trouble.
Oh, spin right in front of Don. Oh man, both of them are off now. The two cars right in front of John tapped each other on the straight, down the back straight.
I'll get the replay. I was too busy watching the leaders. The gap got down to 0.2, and I go away for 1 second, and there's carnage.
Yep, right. I don't think they hit the bend yet. I think they were just drifting into each other slightly.
Yeah, we'll watch it here. Okay, I went back a couple seconds.
Yep. Looks like there's a gap and just
Oh, yes.
drifts wide a
Oh,
little bit.
that's a
Yep, and then
hard hit.
the other Porsche loses on the infield there on the inside too.
I think that was Friday, and not sure who the other one was.
That sucks. That's a long trip to the pit lane there.
Well,
Well,
he's
I should say
fortunately very close.
I would say it's a long trip speed-wise, but at
Yes.
least it was on the final sector because crashing lap 1 is way worse, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely
But he is
rode the wall a bit.
inching. Friday is inching into the pits here.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's 2 more positions for John Donahue.
John's on a roll, man. This is the John Donahue stream today.
Oh, goodness. Jumping to Cube Master here. He's on the back of Gil. 0.1 second gap. So he's sniffing the booty.
Cube, another driver that always seems to be in the front of the field each season. He's gets better every season. He's always up there, up near the front. Really solid driver.
Absolutely. And always puts in a lot of effort, a lot of practice. I always see him in the Discord lighten up that fuel calculator.
Yeah. I feel like him and me are the only ones that use that calculator.
Yeah, I just wing it, you know.
I'm not that experienced yet to just wing it. I don't trust my mental math.
It's okay.
John catches a big snap there. He's definitely getting loose. I think we're in the period where tires could start to be feeling it a little bit.
Not
We
good.
we saw last week there was like a bit of a graining period pretty quickly, it felt like, into the race for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then tires had some life again afterwards, but very strange with still trying to figure out this new tire model and the latest update.
Well, it's funny you say that because Hilland, sitting in P3, had just put in the quickest lap with a 2:19.8.
Oh, well.
But immediately behind him, William Brown says, "I got you," and puts in a 2:19.8.
Another one.
2.7. So.
So this is a Donahue issue then.
Exactly. It's just John. It's just John. Yeah. But yeah, P3 and P4 are currently putting in the quickest laps, but are slowly falling behind the top 2. Oh, and I just cut to Harriet, who spins.
Sitting off track there.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can rejoin quickly.
Just cut to her. Well, I don't know what happened here. Oh, she just overcooked it, I think.
Yep, just a little too hot going into the corner.
Yeah.
Sitting on track.
That's brutal. She was quick. She was. Oh, and she's around again.
She off again?
Yeah, she's off again.
And she needs to
in
rejoin
a terrible
safely
spot.
here. Yep, that's tough to get parallel to the track for a rejoin.
But
there you go.
there's
She
a
slotted
big
in
gap there.
nicely. Yep.
P2 to P13. That's brutal.
Yeah, that's the worst when you get one spin, your mental game gets shooken up a little bit, and just back to back is just demoralizing.
Yeah. But Scott Smith is currently approaching some blue flags.
That was quick.
I might butcher this.
Oh boy.
This is a tough one.
Apologies to everyone.
Boisenau. Boisenau.
Boisenau?
Boisenau?
Boisenau. Oh boy.
You tell me how to pronounce that.
Boisenau. Boisenau.
Boisenau?
I'm gonna. Oh boy. Boyson. No. No. No.
No. I'm gonna get DMs.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah.
We'll just call him Ryan.
Yeah, I'm done.
That's what the first name's for, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
We'll figure it out. We'll end up figuring out whether it's this week, next week, or week 8.
Yeah, we'll send you a message and we'll get that sorted out.
Master making the overtake on Gil through the bus stop chicane, and that Lambo's gonna have the top speed to come back at Cube.
Yep.
As it go into turn 1.
Staying on the inside.
Gil does have that inside. Master sets up for the switchback. Gil, I think, overcooks it a bit. Master gets the switchback. Here's the
side by
issue,
side.
It's the straights where the Lambo might cook the Ferrari.
We'll see if someone lifts.
Who
Oh
lifts?
boy, I don't think they're gonna lift.
Oh, Cube is so tight to it.
Oh, all right, that was
They both
slotted in
lift.
even.
They both
Maybe
lift.
got a track limits warning there, but better than getting into each other,
Yeah,
that's
yellow
for
flag.
sure.
Yellow flag. Oh,
Uh-oh.
we have a death at Arouge and Radion. We have a death.
Beautiful livery on that car, though.
I agree. I believe that is the Champion Motorsport livery.
Ah, never mind.
Yes, just too much oversteer.
Oh, yep.
Too much oversteer, and in that section of the track, that's definitely a killer.
Yep. Looks like another one came right after as well. Not sure who that was.
Oh, it's Katie again.
That's worse.
Yeah.
I wonder if the tires are overheating or something that's just causing loss of grip.
She did hit the wall, so she might be having to deal with some damage.
Could be damage also. Going through there with damage could be
Yeah, not fun.
not what you're used to and just very tricky.
As it's all starting to kick off, we are currently down to 29 drivers. We started with 34.
It's a big drop.
That is a big drop, and we're only 15 minutes in.
If my math is correct, I'd say that's 5 drivers.
Honestly, I'd say your math is right and hit the spot.
Is that spot
right
on?
on. It's perfect.
It's another good livery in that green Porsche there.
Yeah, and we got a dynamic GT Huber Racing, Quentin Shatner. Close battle here.
Yep, pretty spaced out so far, but
Yeah.
someone's bound to get a run.
The battle for P9 between Gil, Shatner, and Mr. Lane Yates.
Move
Shatner.
up the inside.
Overtook
Oh, little
it.
contact. Look. Oh, another car coming
3
through.
wide, 3
Oh,
wide.
on the curb. They all held position
Wow.
somehow.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty, but.
Oh, Bobby Dockendorf. Uh-oh.
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 Straight through.
Yep. Missed the
Looks like
breaking point.
Wonder if he lost it on the left-hand kink and just skedaddled through the grass.
Scooted.
Scooted through the grass because
Yeah.
that was a
was-
strange angle there.
That was a rapid entry.
Gets up to speed. Might lose 2 positions from that one.
Yep.
Trying to hold the outside.
Oh.
Oh, someone goes wide though.
I believe that's Rutledge. Rutledge on the outside. Robichon on the inside.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh,
Rutledge
looks like
backs out.
yep, Rutledge backed out there. Smart move. No need to force it. You can always get him later.
Back to this battle for P9 between Shatner, Gill, and Yates, and not much has changed. And I think they're just kind of waiting for the mistakes. As we see a lot of other people struggling with the track condition right now, and tires, and just the whole combination.
Yep, I think these 3 are going to be extra careful now. Kind of shook each other up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be any overtakes are going to be as conservative as possible because last thing they want is multiple tickets if tickets do get applied.
That's true, and plus battling for P9 is you don't want to go for anything risky because at this rate it could end anything you've got going.
Oh, we say
Yep,
that,
I'm
and there's
just gonna jump to somewhere else real quick.
Yeah, we're just
gonna
fixing
move
this
off
curve.
that. Yeah, that's that might be on me.
That's totally on you. I'll make sure I file a ticket on Bailey Kish for the D5 race.
Yeah, just add it to the collection.
Commentator's jinx right there. Didn't look like any major damage or anything.
No.
So that's a positive.
Little bit of a warm tire.
Well, a little bit of a spin.
But I think it's time for another John Donahue update.
Oh boy, yep. I can't see what position he's in.
P11.
P11.
Yes.
He hasn't come in yet.
Carving his way through.
Some drivers have come in though, so we'll
Yes.
see where he comes out. But right now he's just in open track, just hot lapping his way through it.
And for those of you who are watching and can't tell who's pitted and who has pit, sorry. If you look to the left here of the screen, you'll see these orange ones next to the names and numbers. Orange means they have not pit. Green means they have pit. Currently, DJ Watts the leader in the pits, who has pit. So a lot of people still to pit, the top 18 to pit, which is currently half the grid left. So a lot of shakeup. We've also had a little bit of carnage, so we don't really know where everybody's at. We'll find out there at the end of the hour when that pit window closes with 2.5 minutes left.
Oh, Donahue hits the inside curb there and loses it.
Oh, John, you were giving us so much entertainment.
Ah, John, you know, this could set up even better of a recovery drive though. It's all part of the story.
Not as skilled though.
No, John let us down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's no lying about that. But I believe he can come back.
It's that Porsche, I'll tell you what.
The Porsche is dangerous, man. Doesn't matter what form that Porsche is, which year or whatever, it's sketchy. It can catch you out when you least expect it.
Closest battles on track right now, we got William Brown battling Devin Hilland for P2. This round of second, we also got Ian Byron going at Alejandro Gil right now for P12. That one's at 6/10, so Ian Byron, I believe, is in the Lego Lambo. He sure is.
That's a Ghost Rider car, I believe, right?
It is, yes. Ian Byron joining us this season with his teammate Panzo Rigatoni.
Love that name.
Copy and pasta.
Byron also a new commentator as well,
Yes.
starting last week.
I think he's doing Division 6?
I can't confirm that, but that could be the case.
You know what? I'll confirm.
I think you're right.
Yes. Division
You
6.
are? Yes. Elam Byron and Tomato. Not Tomato. Tomato.
As Hilland pits from P2. Interesting tactic. You wouldn't expect the leading drivers there to pit early, as you don't want to get stuck in traffic. But
Yeah, normally you see the top of the field hang on as long as they can before pitting.
We're gonna see where he comes out. And if it's in traffic, then he's in trouble. But if he's not in traffic, then it was perfectly executed.
All according to plan.
Yes, just kind of watching the track map a bit. Don't see anybody. They're just approaching the first turn as he is currently leaving the pit lane. So I think that was perfectly executed.
There we go.
Got a monster gap in front of him, and all he's got to do is hot lap, no pressure from behind, and see you in 40 minutes, my friend.
Also, to add a few more difficulties for us here, would you mind sharing your screen again and not my screen to me?
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Yes.
We're John's snapping. Good. Oh, he's around.
Oh, John.
He
John,
almost
John,
saved
John,
it.
John.
He saved it almost 5 times, I think, in one corner, and eventually it got to him.
We also have
Rejoined safely though.
Ortiz is off as well and goes nose first into the wall. That's tough. Spa is picking apart these drivers. I don't like it. I feel bad for these guys. You know, they shouldn't have to deal with this crap.
Yeah, man, they should really take Spa off the calendar permanently.
Exactly.
No more
Blow this
Spa.
track up.
We'll start oh, John snaps again and goes in the gravel. We need to start a hashtag. Hashtag no more Spa. Get the
Hashtag
admins on board.
Spa no mas.
Spa no mas. Good one. We'll get that trending.
Yes.
And I don't think Doug and Tyler can refuse. They'll have
I
to.
don't think so.
We'll start a petition. We'll get it going.
If you're watching this VOD back and it hasn't crashed or died, go to the admin help, submit a ticket, and just just put hashtag #SpaNoMas.
We know Doug's not gonna watch it back.
No, we don't.
So he's gonna be.
for sure.
We know he'll be so confused.
I hope there's like 60 admin tickets of just Spa No Mas.
I'll make sure I fill one in a bit later after this gets posted.
Oh man. But if you want to double down, just hit the Team Series chat. Also, just put in the hashtag Spa No Mas.
Yeah, I
And,
think most people will agree with you also.
yeah.
And even people that haven't watched the stream or know the hashtag, I think we'll get some Spot No Mosses catching on.
Yes, I think it's got a great ring to it. Look at
I
us,
agree.
already trend setting on our first race.
That's what I'm saying, man. We give the people what they want.
Exactly.
And people don't want Spa.
No, they don't. Some might say Spa No Mas.
Good lord.
Oh gosh, it's part of the anti-spa gang, you know.
That's where it's at, man. That's where it's at. Speaking of Byron, is that Byron in P2?
Ian Byron is not in P2. I'm not sure where you're seeing these.
It's I just can't read the text on your screen. It's a bit small.
Oh no, Ian Byron
saw a
is
B.
down in P11. Jump to him really
Still,
quick.
still solid.
Yeah.
He's pretty close to Gil there in front of
He
him.
is. Yeah, Alejandro Gil. He's just been kind of playing cat and mouse with Gil. So I think Ian Byron's just kind of setting him up, finding out what his weaknesses are and what his strengths are, and gonna have a feast for your eyes. But unfortunately, it is Lambo on Lambo, so there's not really much advantage.
Yep, that'll be a
other.
tough.
Yeah.
That'll be a tough one. You're just waiting for it going wide or lose some traction and to make a move.
It does seem that Alejandro is kind of struggling here on corner exits. He does seem to drift a bit as he goes deep into turn one. This gives Ian Byron the opportunity, but Gil's gonna have that exit of maximum speed, and whatever chance Byron had might be squandered. But there is a toe here on Camel Straight.
Yep. He might be able to get something done at the next corner. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Has the bad exit as Gil kind of has the better exit as well. No, Ian Byron might have to just wait a little longer.
Yep, I'm sure Gil's feeling the heat a little bit.
Absolutely.
But so far he's keeping a cool head here.
It is tough when that rear view mirror is absolutely full of Lambo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely not a fun sight to see. Lap after lap after lap.
So they're gonna go around again. We're gonna jump to Zodi Fade, who is 2/10 off of Nick Cameron here in the Porsche. We got some Porsche on Porsche action.
Porsche. Zodi Fade set I think the second fastest hot lap time for D5 in the practice servers. So definitely has pace at Spa if they can find their way around here.
Yes. And I don't from what we've seen is Spa doesn't really have a track dominant car at the moment.
No, it doesn't seem like that. I think it's a very driver focused track at this point. Just putting in the laps, you can pretty much extract pace from any of the cars here.
Yeah. It's all about who can be the most consistent, the quickest.
Yep, exactly.
Zodi Fade a little compromised there through the bus stop chicane. And, Nick Cameron pulls out a gap again of 9/10, almost a second. It is about a second now, so Zodi Fade gonna have to make up that gap. Oh, little jump there, little jump. We're good.
Yep,
We're back.
I think he cut a little bit, but all good.
So he's gonna have to work that gap back. Jumping to Bobby Dockendorf here, currently sitting at 8/10 behind just Rutledge. Got a little Porsche on Lambo action, so Lambo might have the advantage in the straights, but the Porsche does have the better advantage in the corners if you can tame the beast.
That's the big question.
It is the big question.
People claim the Porsche is a lot easier this season, or this new Porsche is a lot easier, but I think we've seen a fair amount of just spins in the first week, just no contact. I don't know. It could just be over the course of a race. It gets tricky, but it's definitely still not an easy car like some others we see. It takes some skill to master it for sure.
Could also just be benefiting from the physics update the most. Or
that's
more,
true.
shall we say. And I wouldn't say the most, but Yeah, a lot of people are. Wow, that Porsche just sounded like it had NOS or something. But
Yeah.
what I was saying was that the Porsche last season was almost undrivable. It could have also been the track selection. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Justin Rutledge goes off. A
Yep.
little bit of an oversteer as Bobby Dockendorf gets the overtake. Not the overtake I'm sure he was wanting, but an overtake is an overtake, and that is a position gained.
Yep. Looks like Rutledge tucked right back in, though.
Yeah.
Looked like the wall kept him straight there.
Yeah, a little wall bang, but that's okay. But,
Yep. That won't be too much damage.
as the old retired engineer Jeff would say, great overtake.
Don't bring Jeff into this.
Sorry. Just reminiscing on the good times.
Those good F1 2020 times.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Those were the days.
Classic. Now we're stuck with, I don't know, this charity queso game. But we could go about that on for a while. We're here to watch some GT3 racing, not to badmouth EA.
Oh, you don't want to badmouth EA?
That's the other 6 days of the week.
Yeah, okay. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are for
Yeah.
GT racing.
Yeah, there we go.
A little wide here.
DJ Watts all over the back of John.
Yep, it's John, man. Watts is fast. Watts was really fast last week.
Yes.
Looks like he's charging his way here. Nice pass on the outside.
Yes. And I would just like to apologize to anybody who is still watching. I forgot to update my Awesome Sim. I had a hectic start to the stream, so I had other pressing matters to deal with. So if you have a problem, just message Mike. He will deal with your problems.
What?
And, yeah. Or just submit an admin ticket and say spa no mas. So
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
that works.
If you ever have an overflowing toilet problem, call
Don't call
call
me.
Billy.
Do not call me. I will deny your call. Watts, though, is sitting behind Hilland right now. Just looking after the pit stops, Hilland has pit, and so has Watts, but Watts is a good chunk behind Hilland, about 14.5 seconds. So that is a very big gap between the two, so we could see a lot of people come out between there.
Yep, definitely. There's still a lot of space for the leaders to come out, not get caught up in traffic.
And Donahue does pit, so he will be sent to the back once again, where he belongs.
Oh man, brutal.
Sometimes it's a dog-eat-dog world, so not sure what that means, but we move. I just like saying it.
All right. Let's see, I don't see any close battles on the Delta here. Seems like most people are kind of evenly spaced.
Closest battle on track we got is Felix Palant.
Palant.
Palant,
Love
yes.
Felix.
And Felker here for the battle for the current P3. Rodney just kind of doing his own thing here. Felix is in and out of the 1 second gap. So
Yep. Felix, another former D3 driver, dropped two divisions this season, but definitely good racer though. I know we raced. I almost say it was Brands Hatch last season. Really clean side-by-side racing. Really fun to drive around. Lots of respect on track for him.
well, he is doing pretty good so far, sitting in 4. And the battle for P3, that is, of course, not having hit yet, so we shall see where he comes out after he pits.
They should still be near that top of the field. I don't think anyone that's pitted.
Only Hilland. Yeah, Hilland's
Yeah,
the only one.
Hillen will be probably still in that 2 spot, or at least top 3.
Top 3 would be my guess. The gap after P3 is 7 seconds. Well, P2 to P3 is 7 seconds.
At least top five. Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, we have a guest appearance.
Guilty as charged.
Is that Douglas Mitchell?
This Lane Yates?
No. Is it
One
Lane
and the same.
Yates
Lane
racing
Yates,
right
aren't
now?
you driving?
Aren't you racing right now?
Don't worry about it.
How's it hanging?
I had a DM about a technical difficulty, but I'm assuming you were getting it. You got it fixed.
I did not get. I DM'd him, and I did
Oh.
not get it fixed.
Well, regardless, it looks like you guys are doing just fine without
We're
Yeah,
hanging out, dude. We're balling.
We've got the John Donahue show today because that's
Yes.
the only driver I can view. So we've had a good time just messing. I wouldn't say messing with John, but
Watching him mess.
messing at John's expense.
Yeah.
So much like the very much requested Doug cam, we're getting the John cam tonight.
We are getting a John
Yes.
cam today.
That's kind of
It's
spicy.
I don't know if it was much requested, but regardless, we're getting it.
I
So,
think from a certain crowd, the John Donahue cam would be well respected. So
all right, well, as long as someone appreciates it,
Yeah.
then we'll take it.
I know John will.
at
Well-
the very least, John will. I know Selena will. I will personally. Yeah. So shout outs to Mr. Donahue.
Duly noted. Dude, all we're doing is boosting his ego.
Yeah, we're talking way too much about John.
Yeah.
We gotta calm it down here.
Anyone else we want to talk about?
We got Scott Smith right now leading the race from the start, dude.
He's a-
Sheesh.
Head
He's an
pole
animal,
by
man.
seven tenths.
Yep.
Love that.
Don't know if you
But,
want to make a note of that.
No, whoa. No
Sorry.
notes. No
Sorry,
notes.
No notes. No notes.
Scott Smith is right on pace with D5.
He's perfectly put in where he should be.
He didn't win last race.
Opening notes, Scott.
Doesn't matter that the driver that did win got moved up.
I will hack your PC.
We
Isn't that
need a
something that
Ghost
you
Rider
get done to
championship.
you?
No.
Oh,
Let me just go ahead and send you a link real quick.
All right, cool. I'll click on it. Doug, let me ask you this question. How do you feel about Spa?
So you got this long pit lane. Everyone loves to drive below the speed limit for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And then you got this like really long like outlap, right? It's like at least 5 minutes long. I'm pretty sure I can feel my hair turning gray, okay, as I'm out on that lap. And then you start the race, and because the outlap is so long, your tires are like blocks of ice. Love that. And what are you met with? Uphill of death. So personal favorite, doing hot laps this week. Died 1 out of every 4 laps, I'd say. So I died in the practice race. So feeling good. Feeling good.
Yeah.
But in other words, Spa is a prominent track in racing culture, and it would be a cardinal sin to not include it. So here we are.
Cardinal sin, you say?
Disagree.
I would hard disagree with that one.
I'd say it's a cardinal sin to even mention the name.
I mean, Formula One might not even
be
on their calendar much longer. So
That's
if
because
Formula,
it's a flaming death trap.
The pinnacle of racing, Formula One's going to take it off the calendar. Maybe SRA should too. Maybe
SRA should only race at Paul Ricard every week. That's what I would like.
Well, it's better than Spa.
The Stewarts went like that, but
why?
I just let's be real.
You want to share some Stewart insight?
I mean, there's a lot of tickets last week.
Well, to be fair,
I would say
it's
to be
week
fair,
1.
There's a lot of no further action. Also, there's a lot of contact, little pushes and shoves.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about contact at Power Card, Doug?
Do
you know anything about that?
We saw someone go in the pit lane. We saw that, yeah.
We saw a lot of people go in the pit lane.
Yeah. We also saw
Who was that, Bailey?
What?
Who was that going in the pit lane?
That was your boy Felix, Mike.
Felix? I love Felix.
Was that Felix Pailant?
Yes.
Pailant,
yes.
Yeah. Nice.
We were just talking about him, and Mike loves Felix.
Dude, I remember.
Love's a strong word.
His words, not mine.
I'll call it love. Yeah, sure. He
What do we have?
Anytime I came up on him, or Chris,
Lust.
my teammate, dude, we were like, oh, we know it's gonna be a safe drive around him.
Yeah.
Or with him because
That's fair.
we just never had a bad experience with him.
Love to hear that.
It's just those drivers. Once you race with them enough, you build that trust between yourself and them, and you just can race closer races.
That's the beauty of SRA. You know, you start to get acclimated with the people around you, acquainted with
Yep.
them, start building some trust, and then the racing just gets better from there.
Well, rule number one, Doug, your mistake is don't trust anyone. But totally right. SRA, especially with these long seasons.
What is this? Is this the intro to John Wick or something? What am I listening
Shut you down real quick. But no, you're definitely right. That is the beauty of SRA that you see
Where
in the
am
league.
I?
That
Welcome
you see
to
in
the
league.
Matrix.
Racing every week with each other, you definitely get to see people's I don't know what the correct word is, tendencies on track or their styles of
Tendency is a
racing.
good word, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun to take part in for sure.
Oh, some side-by-side action into a hard braking zone. Nope, the pass gets done. Easy money.
Blue flag overtake. Would have been ballsy to race the leader there.
Hasn't
I
stopped
would.
someone before.
This,
I'm seeing. Is this Scott Speed on camera right now?
Scott Smith.
Scott Smith.
Never get his
Scott
name wrong again.
Speed.
Scott Speed Smith.
Never do that
Scott-
again.
I'm looking at what I can only describe as a post-it note sized stream of this on your OBS, so pardon me. So,
Same.
that being said, love that Chihuahua on the side
Honestly,
of the car.
for context, shall we give them context?
I think that the audience needs that.
Okay, for context, the Chihuahua on the side of this Ghost Rider racing car is that Chihuahua of one would call Blazing Eights.
One would call.
One would call
Chihuahua.
One would call it. Yes, one would call it Chihuahua.
Blazing Eights.
Yep. It's
Love
one of those
that.
things where you just kind of gotta like be there to know it, you know?
You gotta know to
You
know.
just gotta know to
You know?
Yeah. Quick little update for you boys. So we started with 34 drivers. We're currently sitting with 28.
Oh, so there's been 6 deaths.
There's been there's been quite a bit. Mike, you remember Katie at the beginning there?
Yes.
I believe she has submitted defeat to the spa and has just hanging out in the pit lane. She's
okay.
8 laps down at the moment.
Okay. As long as she gets those points at the end.
At this rate, she could end up in 23rd and have done.
That's what I'm saying. Just
12 laps.
not leaving
Yeah.
the server is going to get you some solid points.
Exactly.
Speaking of leaving, if I don't get a stream of the content that I came to watch, I'm looking at Discord right now.
Yeah, Bailey's really dropping the ball here for
Goodness gracious.
I'm trying to have
our
a
commentators
conversation.
here.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
About Chihuahuas.
Can you just share?
What's that? You like that?
There we go. Yeah, we
Oh,
like that.
beautiful.
Juicy.
Okay.
Juicy.
Oh, I can see deltas now.
As Rodney, who was actually battling Felix, is now into the pits. So we're gonna see where Rodney comes out, if it's in front of Felix or behind Felix.
No matter where he comes out, we're gonna support him.
Yes. True.
We don't pick favorites here, Doug.
No.
Rookie.
Almost kissed the barrier there. That would have been juicy.
Worth it.
Look at how slow this is. Painful.
Yeah, it's a long, long pit lane, brother. Not only is it the
There you go.
longest lap, it's the longest pit lane.
Sometimes length is not desirable.
I didn't think it ever was.
Depends on who you ask.
True. That's what my mom
Who
used to
let-
say.
Who let Doug in here? Oh, God.
What did he say?
Oh, boy.
I
Oh,
gotta
boy.
go.
Why? Is mom calling?
Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is Rodney is now leaving the pits. Where he comes out. We're watching for Felix. Donde está Felix? That's not Felix.
Is that...
DJ Watts.
Felix?
DJ.
Felix.
What?
Felix got the overtake done.
Did he see ahead of him?
Yeah, Felix is in front of Watts.
Yep.
So Rodney must have had some errors or a slow pit stop or something because he lost a lot of time. But I will tell you what. You remember the gap that I said from DJ Watts to Felix was when he came out? It was 14 seconds. It is currently half that.
Wow. He's Watts is flying.
Watts is flying. He's putting a consistent 220s at the moment. So
That's my hot lap pace.
You love Felix. I love DJ Watts.
I'm a big fan of Scott Smith.
I mean, of course I love Scott
Yeah.
Smith also. I mean,
Honorable
Ghost
mention
Rider.
to Martin Riggs.
Yeah, poor Martin early on this
Yeah,
race
that's
had some troubles.
Brutal, unfortunate events.
A lot of good drivers here in D5.
There's a lot of bread guys, you know, a lot of bread men.
A lot of Redmond.
You guys need to stop using guys and men because we have many women in this league now. Represent.
Even in D5 we do too.
Exactly.
Our
We have
fault,
to
our
say
fault.
drivers or these people or these men and women.
Don't
or
listen to
these
them.
guys
You're all just
and
numbers.
It's
You're
my
all just
first
another
day.
number.
That couldn't be further from the truth.
It's my first day on the job, Doug. You gotta cut me some slack.
Can we talk about your Drivers of the Week video and how sensational
Yes,
it was?
let's talk about it because that's what's been the talking point across the league.
First and foremost, the quips. Okay, D3 admin
we
retirement
talked about
home.
this already.
Incredible. I almost did a spit take when I listened to that. And then the ASMR voice, the league loved it.
Yes.
Not even. I told Bailey earlier that's a slippery slope we got going on. As soon as you get into soothing and ASMR voice, my mind just flashes to Tyler Feet Picks.
Yeah, it's a
So,
bad combo.
And that's why it gets slippery because
I'm trying to
moist.
trying to keep that as tame as I can.
Well, I don't think you need to. I think the league wants more of it. So
Also, for reference, I sent Doug the video first to see if he wanted it for the league, and I totally forgot I recorded the D3 section, how I recorded it. That I basically called it the admin retirement home, and I like had a joke on Doug in there later, and I didn't realize until it was up on the SRA YouTube, and I watched it back.
you're like, I totally flame this guy and then send it to him.
I totally sent this to Doug. So I thought that was pretty funny.
That's great. Basically, you made that video unprovoked. So
He did, yeah.
Big shout out.
We were talking about it. We were talking about it last night. We had our weekly Formula One league race, and I just pop onto YouTube after we're hanging out, just chatting, about to get on some ACC to do some practice, and here pops up this YouTube video of SRA. It's Driver of the Week, and I see the little corner says Mike Gino. I said, "Hold on, what is
Hold
this?
up, wait a minute,
Something ain't right." And I'm like, Mike, what is this? And he's like, oh, I gotta go get my Stromboli. I'm like, oh. I was like,
to be Mike Gino for a day.
It was
I'm
like
out
9
here-
o'clock at night too.
Yeah, I'm out here painting French doors. This man's living his best life.
And he comes back and he didn't even get his Stromboli.
Oh,
Yeah.
rookie mistake.
Yeah.
I got distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now that you're just saying that. Stromboli.
Oh, it was so good, man.
My wife made breaded eggplant parmesan tonight, and it was gas. But
Wow. You're a vegan?
I'm still hungry. Oh no, she has she mixes it up in the kitchen. You know, sometimes she
Whip it.
does some stuff, unique dishes. But I did see we were following Wicks all over the back of Boys and All. That was pretty cool. Up Radion, that was pretty scary.
Yes,
Boys-
yes.
And then now Yazurski following Rutledge.
Nailed it.
How'd you say that? Boisenalt? Boisenalt? How'd you say that, Doug?
Boys and All.
Okay, we'll take. If there's a complaint, direct it to Doug
Exactly.
for pronunciation.
You guys
Yeah,
know what
stop
to
by
do
my
in the chat.
office during office hours.
John
Oh,
Donahue
John.
gets
I saw
gets a
that in the
tap in
corner
the
of my
back.
eye. I saw that
tap
at
in
the
the
corner
back
of my
there.
Is he dead?
eye. No,
Not sure. I think it
no,
was
he's good.
Rose is behind him there. Also the blue flag.
So someone smacked him on the butt. Was it
was-
consensual?
It's definitely
A little
blue
love
flag.
tap.
Oh, it's not a blue flag.
A little love tap, but everyone stayed straight.
Ah, little butt tap, stayed straight.
You go-
Oh my
Gino.
god, dude.
Who invited him in here?
What is happening, dude? We're gonna get canceled on our first day out.
Oh my god, I'm not saying anything.
This is what the people came to watch. Okay.
This is your league owner talking.
For
I just work
now.
here.
For now,
I just work here.
till I buy it.
Buy it.
You're gonna buy it. Okay.
I'll buy it and then sell it directly to the Saudis.
Oh god,
That's the
typical
way to do
racing
it
culture.
these days.
That's what everyone's doing these days.
Yeah. Well, like Mr. Beast, I evaluate SRA at 5 billion. So
Only
Okay.
5 billion, dude?
Pass.
5 billy will I'll even lower it to 1 billy.
DJ Watt's getting
Yeah,
a run
here
here
he
on Nick
comes.
Cameron.
Oh,
It was a long.
Oh,
Little
that was a
outside.
sketchy move. It's a little
You
sketchy.
can't go side by side through this. You cannot.
Oh, sure you can.
I'd argue other. Looks good to
If
me.
you go,
that's-
if you
that's
go
a
off track,
That's a
doesn't.
track.
Oh, he's straight. He's straight. Oh, he's spinning. He's
Save it,
spinning. He's
save it,
spinning.
save it,
Save
DJ.
it. Oh,
Wow. Did they make
DJ,
contact?
what?
Oh,
Yeah, of course they make
Now on the
contact. There was a
inside.
hip check there.
I didn't see contact.
No, there's right there.
Oh.
Nope. Saw no contact.
Oh, I closed my eyes.
Somebody hold me.
Somebody
Lucky-
touched my spaghetti.
Lucky he didn't hit the wall there, though. Dude, you don't have his livery synced? It's
Mike,
beautiful.
I've already talked about this.
It's a beautiful Van Gogh.
I've already talked
That's,
about
Livery.
that's okay. But Felker able to get the pass done as DJ Watts cleans his pants and switches into his brown pants.
I think
Good for him bringing
behind
extra
him there?
pants.
is that Yates behind him? Or no, that's a blue flag, isn't it?
That is a blue flag, yes.
Yep, Lane Yates in the Bentley.
We're gonna switch over to Izerski here. 2/10 off the back of Panzo Rigatoni. A little bit of a
Rigatoni.
Lambo Ferrari action.
Oh, who's brave on the brakes here?
Better rhyme.
Come
with
on.
Oh, going down the inside.
Come on.
Ferrari. No, sir.
Oh, nope.
Panzo unfazed.
He broke
Honestly,
it.
it's super clean.
Oh, around the inside.
Dude, you should have seen the first lap.
It was clean.
Unbelievable.
It was
Really,
squeaky.
really clean.
Very clean.
That makes
Yep.
me a happy admin.
We don't talk about like lap 3 though.
No, or 2.
Sad admin. Oh, kiss the inside wall,
Oh,
not the optimal
Connor
line.
Connor tips the wall there.
Uh-oh.
There's a
Uh-oh.
battle a little bit further back.
DJ
too.
Watts.
He's back.
Yeah, DJ Watts on Felker.
DJ Watts' tires recovering from that horrible, horrible slide. They're probably screaming out in pain right now, but he's still got the pace.
We got 7.5 minutes left, but only 5 minutes left of this pit window. So those top 6, it looks like,
Yep.
still need
You
to
see
pit.
Scott Smith
Yep, Scott
came.
Smith and Alejandro
Same as-
Gil
Yep, Gil came in as well.
and Bobby Dockendorf. So that leaves 3 left. Scott Smith. Oh no, Scott Smith already came in.
Yep, he just
Yep, that's
came
right.
in this lap.
William Brown, Zodi Fade, and who else? Q Master.
Yep, they're gonna have to come in soon because it's a long lap.
It is. I think they've got 2 more opportunities. Yep.
2 more chances. No speeding pit lane or
Yeah. Dude, we've had
Drive-throughs.
no drive-throughs either. Yeah.
Yep.
We still have 28 drivers, so hopefully the rest stick it out.
Oh, what a run by Watts.
not quite. He's gonna get there though. He'll be
Yeah.
right on the back of him soon.
Oh, BMW can launch.
Yeah,
these
that
cars,
was-
dude.
That's
You-
because
that
he
was
it's got
beautiful.
Here he comes.
DJ Watts coming for the Senderino.
Up the inside. He's in front.
He's gonna
If
go
you
a
just-
little deep though.
If you can just hold it.
He's gonna go a little deep.
L
Oh no, that
Clean.
was
executed,
super duper clean.
calculated.
Who's that behind?
I believe that is
Gil
blue
came out of the
flag.
pits.
I think that's a blue flag, because that's a Ghost Rider racing car.
Is it?
Yeah, and they're always at the back.
Oh,
Wow, that's
JK.
that's
JK.
this season we're either at the front or we're at the back.
Hey man, represent. I got the GRR on my roof. Okay, I know how it be.
Buddy Fade ducking into the pits. Brown going another
Dynamic
lap.
GT Huber Racing.
Be interesting to see where they come out.
Yeah,
Yep,
Cuban.
Cuban as well.
So just W Brown left.
Will Brown have? I can't see the remaining time. Will Brown be able to get in time?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes still.
Plenty of time.
Till the end of the race, so he's got 2.5 minutes.
That's literally one lap. So depending on how this one lap goes.
He's already a minute in to his lap, so.
William wants that 1 lap lead, 1 or 2 laps lead here.
I don't
Get
blame
that
him.
get that on the stat sheet.
I did that myself last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just to say you did.
Worth it. I sent you that
Poser.
I sent you that screenshot.
Oh, is that during the race? That screenshot?
No, I said here, hold this, and then I sent you that.
Is that during the race?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were in a practice server.
No, that was during the race last week.
Oh.
What a tool. He's got that stuff framed on his wall and everything.
I'm getting
The
that
joke
tattooed
didn't
on
land.
the back.
P1 in my heart.
You said a lot.
What?
Alejandro.
Alejandro.
I was just
Alejandro.
A joke at Doug.
Oh.
I didn't hear it. I was too busy singing some
Oh,
Lady
okay.
Gaga.
You just said number one in his heart, so I said if you say that a lot about yourself.
Oh yeah, I bet. But a multitude of things.
Number 1 in silver though.
Hey man,
You're leading silver right now in D3.
I'll get promoted to gold, and then everything, all my dreams will be snatched.
Nah.
Oof.
Little.
That's not the
back and forth.
optimal line.
Yeah,
No,
a little
it
back and
wasn't.
forth there in the braking zone.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pat Cockcroft.
Huge shout out to Pat Cockcroft, just cause. Why not?
That was.
Beer pong champion.
I have heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, beer
Little
pong
sweat.
champion of the Rolex 24 SRA meetup.
I heard he puts in the work.
Oh, he's
Just hours.
it's about drive. It's about power.
Yeah.
Hour a day. The D1 of beer pong.
Oh, 1,000,000%. He's SRA alien at beer pong.
Boys, I have some breaking news.
Break.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Kung kung. The battle for provisional P1 at the moment is 1 second.
Can I get a juicy?
Interesting.
Hilland has made up.
Hilland's caught up.
Yeah.
I would pronounce that Highland personally.
Highland, I would spell H-I-G-H, but that's just me.
Well, Hilland would be Hilland personally.
Well, so then
Devin-
we're all wrong.
Devin, if Doug is wrong, fill out a admin ticket.
Please.
No, you don't even need to go through that. Just send me a DM
No,
and call
do
me
it.
out.
No, admin
Do
ticket.
it, and then you know what to put.
And then, and include something else in it also
Yeah.
while you're at it, because might as well.
Exactly.
Where is Brown going to come out of the pits? Because these guys are driving
Very-
past him.
But he's still.
Great question.
He's
Is
coming
he
out.
parked?
He's coming out right
Oh,
now.
there he is.
Yeah. This
Oof.
is probably P3, P4 at the bare minimum.
Where is
P3.
Felix?
P3. Felix is just
Storming
now.
up the hill.
Just now, yeah. Brown got the overcut. Massive overcut.
Juicy.
You got Watts coming up on Cameron again as well.
Yeah.
Good for Cameron. Cameron, I don't
Oh,
think he finished.
Alejandro with
got a
the drive-through
drive-through.
on the last
Oh.
lap of the second to last lap of the race.
We
Yep.
were so close. You just had to say something. Oh, Pat, yellow flag.
Excuse
Oh,
me,
man.
Patty Ice. Don't
do?
do this to me.
What happened?
We're
Oh,
just jinxing everything.
oh.
Oh, that
Little
is
deep,
not the line, bro.
little deep.
You know,
Oh, and okay.
No, that he was serving his
He's
drive-through.
going drive-through. Yeah.
I respect
Pat was
him.
probably just celebrating
Yeah.
that Alejandro got that because he was probably sweating, and
Lost-
then in his
lost focus
celebration,
there. Yeah.
exactly, just plows into the final chicane.
Another yellow flag. Nick Cameron. Not sure
Yellow
what
flag
happened.
for Nick Cameron.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't jinx him completely. I was about to say he's having a great run. I don't think he finished last race, or he had an accident or something.
Yeah.
Because I think he's bottom of the standings, but really, really good drive. P5 right now.
Yeah, we got a Rodney Felker, DJ Watts behind him, currently trying to sneak into that top 5 position.
Can we
that's
talk
gonna
about how P1 through 4 are silver class drivers.
Yeah.
And that technically Cameron is the first gold driver in 5th.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's something you're gonna need to talk about.
Oh,
with
wow!
your,
DJ!
oh!
Save it, DJ Watts.
As he
Oh, now
loses
it's
a position
Lost
to Rodney.
Yeah.
position. Kept it out of the gravel.
How much more time is left? I can't watch.
20 seconds.
So where's Mr. Smith?
Let's check where Smith is. Scott
Crossing
just
the line,
started
so we
another
start a new
lap.
lap.
He did gain about 3/10 there, or pulled away 3/10 on that last lap.
Yeah, we're gonna jump back to here. The gap from we're gonna call him Devin. How about that? We don't know what your last name is. We're gonna call you Devin.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say Highland.
Well,
I'm taking my I'm
tomato,
taking my bets.
tomato.
I'm hedging my bets. I'd like to see the battle so that we're on board. Nick Cameron is being hunted down by Felker.
We got Watts right bound too.
Yeah.
We got tons of last lap.
It's kicking
Is
off,
this-
dude.
Is this
kicking
final lap?
This is the final lap.
Also,
Bobby
Dockendorf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dockendorf over Byron. I want to see that.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Give me that.
Jump on board
'Cause-
with Bobby here. 0.3 seconds off. Is he gonna
Oh,
get the
brave
launch
in the
down?
braking zone. Oh, he's got it.
Can he do
He's
it?
got.
He's
He's
got it.
carrying some crazy
Here
momentum.
He's got a
comes.
lot
Here
of
he comes.
speed.
Here he comes. Send
He's
it.
got a lot
Big
of speed.
dive. Big
Oh,
dive.
he did.
Ah.
Oh, Bobby, put on your scuba
got
gear
another
and
lap.
dive, brother.
He's got
Patience is
another
key.
lap.
Got another lap. Another lap.
Yeah, but the problem is that Lambo's got them legs on the straight.
Porsche
Uh-oh.
been strong today.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
DJ
we
Watts,
missed that one.
Rodney Walker.
DJ Watts.
Walker going.
Oh!
Side by
Inside. Oh, backed out.
This is all playing out for Nick Cameron.
Yep. Nick Cameron's loving this right now. Seeing this in his rear view.
Yep.
Also, who is that for our McLaren behind?
That is Martin Riggs.
Who has
Currently
pace,
a lap down.
but unfortunately had a lot of damage.
Yes.
Martin Riggs. Big oof for my boy.
Decided a helicopter on lap 2.
He's not going to be enjoying a Breddy after that performance.
No.
No, but DJ Watts is about to put the moves in Sector 3.
He's got to make a move.
The time is now.
Now or never,
Dockendorf
brother.
2/10 behind. Oh, man.
Lost a little bit there. It's got to be the final corner. It's his best chance. Ooh, little slip.
That's going to be
Nope,
it.
not happen. Show me
Yeah.
Bobby Dockendorf.
Let's go down to
DJ
Bob.
Watts lost his opportunity there. Because
All
this
over the
is the
back.
move now.
Uh-oh. Can Ian Byron hold him off? Bring it home, Lego brother.
Lego, my
Uh-oh.
ego. Uh-oh.
Good run.
As the better
Uh-oh.
exit than Puan.
Tough spot.
What'd you just call me?
Yeah. Oh, he sends
Oh,
it
my
around the
lord.
outside. Can't see
Outside
anything.
move.
What a
He
He
move.
stuck it. He stuck it.
What a move, Bob.
Dockendorf.
What a move, Bob.
Bobby Dockendorf.
Sign my t-shirt.
While this went on, Scott Smith did cross the line to take the day 5 race win and the silver win.
Good job,
And
Scott.
the D4 promotion. Oh my
Wide
goodness.
there.
Byron,
That's
get
not
your
the one.
act together.
Devin comes home P2, and then Brown P3, Felix in P4, Nick Cameron steals P5, Rodney does hold on to P6 from DJ Watson, P7, Cubemaster P8, Lane Yates P9, Zodi Fade rounding out the top 10, Matt Cockcroft coming in P11, Shatner P12, Darren Robichaud P13. Bobby Dockendorf takes P14 away from Ian Byron there on the last lap. Justin Rutledge, like he's going to hold on to P16. All he's gotta
But
do is
not
hit
by
this
much,
braking
though.
zone.
Rigatoni
Yes.
is right there. Keep him in
Panzo.
check.
Panzo finding a lot of time
Oh,
there.
Right.
Wow.
Right on the nose of the car in front.
Yeah. Panzo Rigatoni comes in right behind. Got a yellow flag on the last lap.
Oh.
Whips there.
Expose
Darren
him!
Wicks.
Don't think there was anyone behind though.
I think, yep, just over.
Just a lazy spin. Tank slapper into Barry R. And then a lick your wounds drive to the final corner.
Well, let's see John Donahue.
We've seen enough of him. Next.
Johnny Donahue. He was the second to last across the line.
but first place in our heart.
Well.
Ouch. John Donahue, second place in our heart.
Dude. Let's see if Scott's down for an interview, shall we? What are we saying about that?
That sounds good to me. Scott did a quick leave. He
was in and out.
He crossed that finish line and said, "I did my job.
Yeah.
No proof I won." Boom. Quit.
Where is?
While we're awkwardly waiting for Bailey to get his shit together, how did the
That's our first swear on the stream. Qualifying.
How did the qualifying format go with the extra minute? How did that go?
It didn't really change anything. I mean, all they had to do was sit there for an extra minute.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to ask personally how they felt about it, if they had extra time for setups. Because I think everyone joined the track at the same time, so it's a good sign at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from what I saw, I'd assume it went pretty well.
But we have no idea.
That's
sure.
That's something you'd have to ask the those who have raced.
Yeah.
And we're in silver.
I'll let you know tomorrow. Doug, you can find out yourself tomorrow.
That's the dream.
Scott Smith still not in a chat.
Scotty.
Who could we pull up here? We saw a lot of John Donahue. Do we really want to talk to him? No. All right. Nick Cameron?
Depends on who you ask.
Nick Cameron.
Oh, John Donahue's hosting.
Nick Cameron would be good if you want to pull him in. He was P5.
We'll see if he's comfortable. We'll pull him in and then ask him. You know how it is. You know.
Now he did leave Ghost Rider. How do we feel about that?
Am I supposed to be upset?
I don't know.
I
hold a very close allegiance.
This ain't no Waco cult. Okay.
Whoa. Others would say otherwise. We all drink the Bendy Brew here.
What? I don't drink Bendy Brew.
I don't even.
All right, we're just gonna pull up Nick Cameron real quick. Hey, Nick Cameron. Welcome.
Hey, Nick,
welcome to the booth. You comfortable doing an interview today?
Oh.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, you there? I don't think he's here, Bailey.
I think so. I'll put him back.
Move him back. Move him back. Put him back. Put him back where you found him.
Okay.
That was Nick Cameron, everyone.
That was Nick Cameron. Round of applause, everybody.
Riveting content. I think we just ended here. I think y'all did a great job. I think that D5 is the pinnacle of racing in SRA.
Yes.
You heard it here first. And
nailed it.
I couldn't be more proud.
Mike, thanks for joining me. Doug, thanks for jumping in and adding some colored commentary as well.
Do what I can.
I hope
next week we'll make sure we have our stream sorted out a little bit more, so we don't have just
John Donahue.
That's what the people want.
Exactly. Okay. Well, that's what John wants.
That's what John wants. But
yes, from SRA, from Mike, from myself, from Doug. This is the 5 race here at Spa. You know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button.
Oh God,
man, the plug. I like that.
It's like I've done this before.
Hey, yo, head over to sra.gg to the website. Get signed up for the GT3 Team Series if you're not already done so. And then check us out on Twitch also. So all the love for everybody. And SRA is getting bigger every day. So come join us.
Yep. Just want to give a quick shout out to all our sponsors. Thank you to them for making this all possible. And we shall see you guys next week at Wet Watkins. Any last notes, Mike? Anything? You got anything?
Any last notes? No, I'll be looking through the footage either a little bit later or later in this week, and I'll get a better see all the battles on track that we missed, because I'm sure we missed a few, and I'll try to recognize our drivers of the week hopefully a little bit later this week.
True. But We'll see you guys next week. Best of luck and happy practicing.
See ya.
See ya.